Hello YouTube. Thought I'd do something different this time for this upcoming video and talk to you a little bit about the video before you see it, and thought maybe you'd like to watch my roaring campfire I have going on here on this nice beautiful September evening while I'm out here camping at Backbone State Park. And about this video you're about to watch, I wanted to explain to you that it was on a Saturday. And if anyone's ever fished at Backbone State Park, they know that Backbone is really busy on Saturdays. Everybody and their brother's out there fishing. And when I go fishing on there in the Saturdays, I usually get up really early and I'm at their very first light. I get my fishing done and I'm out of there before it gets crowded. Because it starts getting crowded around 8:30 in the morning. And it's crowded to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I usually try to avoid them hours. But for some reason or another, I can't remember why I overslept or did something with the family. I didn't get up early enough to go fishing when I normally do, so I decided to go usually at the time where I don't want to go, but I went. And I came upon this hole. I mean, like all the other holes are completely filled with people, so you got to go around and ask if you can fish in this hole. And so I came upon this hole. And I wasn't having very good luck anyways because the water's really cloudy. It was high level. It just wasn't having a whole lot of good luck today. And so I came upon this hole, and this older lady was sitting there fishing, and she'd been there for a while. I talked to her for a little bit, and I asked her for permission if I could fish in this hole. You know, it was kind of two parts of this hole. She was fishing on one side, and I was going to go fish on the other side where this rock, where the current undercuts this rock. And so I talked to her for a little bit, and she kind of didn't really, I got the ping, she really didn't want me to fish, but she said to go ahead and do it since I was fishing on a different area than what she was fishing, and I was using rooster tail, and she was just fishing with a worm. So I went ahead and I cast my lure out there along this rock, and bam, this huge brown trout, just my personal best brown trout, just drills it. And the funny thing is, earlier in the day, on my net, I usually have a net, and it's got a little magnetic clip that hooks to my backpack, so I can just pull it off and net the fish easily and then put it right back on the magnet. Well, the clip broke on it, so I had my net inside my backpack, and I couldn't reach it because it was zipped up in my backpack because it fell out and broke, and I didn't have another magnet with me. So I hooked this brown trout, and I'm fighting it. And so I realized I couldn't get the net, so I asked this lady to grab the net, and she did. And I was so thankful she tried, and it was a little hassle, but she got it out. And then the whole time I'm fighting this trout, and I'm thinking I'm gonna lose it. And then I grabbed the net, and then I get all tangled up in my stringer, which I had like maybe 1 or 2 fish on. That was it, of, you know, rainbow trout that I caught earlier. And I get tangled up in the stringer, get wrapped around my leg. So I'm trying to get with the net, and I'm trying to get the stringer untangled for me. Finally get the trout, get it up on the bank. Her grandkids were there with her too, and they wanted to touch the trout, so I let them touch it. But I didn't want to do the, you know, I didn't get too overjoyed, and I didn't want to do the weighing and the measuring right there in front of her because I kind of could tell she wasn't the happiest person because I just caught this big trout out of her out of the hole she was fishing in. But she said I could fish, so I thought it was all right. And so I get her over to the next hole, and then I weigh it and measure it, and it is the biggest brown trout I've ever caught, my personal best. And it's just, I know it's not a huge trout based on like my rainbow trout I caught earlier, but the rainbow trouts and the brook trouts here are stocked, so they're stocked fish. They're not wild. They didn't grow up in the stream. Now brown trout, on the other hand, the only time they stock brown trout anymore are as little like 3-4 inch trout, and then they grow up in the wild, or they reproduced in the wild completely or totally wild. So this trout has been in the wild for a long time, and it's very rare for me to catch a brown trout that size, especially on the type of tackle I use to go fishing with. So I kept the brown trout, and I am a meat hunter and a fisherman. I like to eat the meat, wild meat and everything else, and I am a trophy. So I kept it for a trophy. I know some of you might get upset, but it's the biggest brown trout I've caught. I've never even caught one even close to that size. And anyway, so I got all that, and it was just a great day after that. I was real happy. So just thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, hit the likes button, and leave comments, and enjoy the video.
Message from the dark side there is.
There's one. There's a fish. There's a fish. Little rainbow. Nice little rainbow trout. There's one. There's one. And here's a nice rainbow. That's a nice one. Oh, stop flopping, bud. Oh, you're a flopper. There you go. Nice little rainbow. About time I caught something. Up there, did he? Oh, I got a nice one. There's one. Oh, it is a big one. Could you do me a big favor? My net clip broke earlier. Will you get the net out of the back of my backpack? This is a brooder. Oh, I'm gonna lose him. Yeah.
Really?
There.
Hold on. Keep playing with him.
I have it strapped to my backpack and everything else here.
That's what I just wanted to do.
Now I'm all tangled up. This ain't going so good. I'm totally tangled up too. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ooh, that's a nice brown, ain't it?
Yep.
Come on, buddy. Nice, go right. It's a nice brown.
One of my dad had a big one.
Ah, that's a really pretty brown.
Can I see it?
Yeah, if you guys want to come up here and see them. It's the biggest brown trout I've ever caught.
Oh.
Got some teeth in them. I'm hooked good.
I can see.
Oh, whoa, whoa, let go, let go. Oh, guy, he's a flopper. Very nice brown trout. Awesome. I don't think he's as big as my rainbow. .2 pounds. And he is approximately 17 inches. 2.2 pounds, 17 inches. Nice brown trout. That is my personal best brown trout. 2.2 pounds, 17 inches long. Pretty fish, very pretty trout. Very pretty. Very nice. Well, folks, make a couple more casts and I think I'm calling it a day. Tough fishing day today with the weather being rainy the other day and the water being so cloudy and flooded and fast moving current and all that. But overall, not a bad day. Caught my new personal best brown trout at 2.2 pounds, 17 inches. Nothing huge, but keep in mind, brown trout aren't stocked here anymore. They're wild. So that is a wild brown trout. That trout was raised in the wild, in this stream. It's pretty much will live most of its life in this stream. They stock fingerlings, little 1 to 2 inch brown trout. But that is it, not the big ones like that. So I'm pretty stoked about getting that guy. So, but other than that, I think I'm calling it good. I'm calling it a day. Good luck to all you guys, and remember to hit the like button and please subscribe and leave any comments. If you got any suggestions or tips or tricks or something you want to see, just leave a comment and let me know.